This is a recorded conversation with Chadi Ghaith, a member of the Druze community, speaking with me out of Beirut, Lebanon. He's an accomplished writer and author of spiritual fiction titled Mima Damos, which is currently available on Amazon. Now, Shadi, the Lebanese people have been role models recently for the rest of the world. After decades of unimaginable oppression, exploitation, and manipulation, they managed to calmly assemble in peaceful protests across the country, even when threatened with violence and fake news. What are your thoughts?
So Lebanon has just always been in this role. This is like a divine role that God imparted on Lebanon since the beginning of time. That's how I believe. And so it's always like whatever happens in Lebanon is is it like a small specimen of what is gonna happen worldwide.
Now, mass demonstrations like this have happened before, though.
When in 2005 the Lebanese were divided with demonstrations and uh, to get the Syrians out of Lebanon. And then after that, you could see like after 5 years, you could start seeing all this happening in all the Arab world, but they didn't know how to handle things. They slipped into chaos and death and destruction, especially in Syria. But in Lebanon, no.
They've been protesting peacefully for over 2 weeks now, but will it work?
So now we have a different kind of revolution, which is an internal revolution against corruption. And this sort of revolution um, has demonstrated, for me at least, the importance of it is that has demonstrated what an organized chaos situation could look like. And you know how like the world Masonic lodges and organizations try to always imagine what's the definition of organized chaos could be like and try to endorse that kind of a scenario onto humanity. And so now, Lebanon is showing them in real life what an organized chaos could look like and how can really the people, how can really they can take control of their country and even do better than what the government does because they're really cleaning up their stuff. They're really, organizing things in such a way where they are allowing some people to be they're not harsh upon themselves as people. They're just knowing exactly where to hit, and at the same time they're not giving the government or any other party an excuse for it to label them as they are rioters or chaos makers or vandalers, and all this. So
Now, as a Lebanese citizen yourself, what is the role that you're individually playing in all this?
I'm really, really, this revolution is like my baby. And I'm there every day. It's just driven by pure sense of like a new fresh thing in the air that I have to be part of.
Thank you, Shadi Ghaith, for your thoughts on the recent events in Lebanon.